guys, it's Amber. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is another fun wrap with me, and today I'm going to be wrapping a super simple gift, which is this box. I'm going to be using this super cute paper. I got it from Papyrus last year, so yeah, I've been holding on to wrapping paper. My mom always taught me, buy supplies the year before, and then you pay a much more discounted rate. So you get nice things for cheap prices, or cheaper prices. Okay, so I already kind of measured my paper, and this one I want to throw the person off of which way this is gonna go, and I like my papers to pretty much go the way the box goes. But on this particular one, I'm gonna go the opposite, and that's because I kind of want to throw the person off of the shape of the box. So I always start with my box facing down. I am going to take the bottom of my paper and fold it up so I can kind of get a measurement, and then take the top of the paper and fold it down. So this is the bottom of my box, and I'm going to take some regular tape and tape that bad boy down. And this is the bottom of my package, and how this kind of hangs over, I'm just gonna kind of crease it and then fold that paper underneath like so. And I'm going to take my double-sided tape, and I'm not going to put it directly on this paper. I'm actually going to put it on this paper. And since I know this paper is going to be very close to the end of the box, I can just put it straight down. And now everything is lined up with that edge of the box. So now I like to see on the side how much is going to be needed to fold in. So I can say I need about this much, so I can go in and trim off the extra paper. So I'm gonna fold in. I'm gonna trim this extra piece off here. Just kind of measure everything. So this is how the side is folded in, and I'm gonna repeat the exact same thing on the other side. So this is what the sides of my box looks like. And I am now going to take the bottom of the paper and fold it forward. Kind of crease it. Sometimes I like to do this, sometimes I don't. I take some double-sided tape and tack it down on the inside. Everything goes on the inside because you don't want tape on the outside. And tape that down. And then you bring that side up, and just like you did, you can either fold it and have it match the side of the box, or you can just fold it in and grab some double-sided tape and whatever is hanging out, just fold it in. It's not a big deal. And then tack that side up, and that's the side of your box. Now we're going to repeat it on the other side. Fold it in. Fold it in. That's what it looks like. This is the bottom of the box. Fold that in, And I particularly don't like it to have too much paper, so I'm actually going to cut it. Fold that down and tack it down. Fold it up, fold it over, tack it down, fold it up, and now this is the front of the box, and you can see this is the back of the gift, and everything goes inwards and backwards, inwards and backwards, down and over, and that's the front. How pretty is that paper, y'all? Super glittery. I typically try to stay away from the glitters, but Christmas time, it happens. So I have this super pretty ribbon that I'm going to be using, and it's nylon, and I think I'm going to do a big fluffy bow. They're super easy, but they always look so pretty and presented on the package. So what I like to do is measure the front. So I'm going to have the ribbon go around, horizontal and vertical. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be enough. But before you cut it, all you have to do is, I'm gonna start with holding just like a hand's length hanging off. Start with the edge of my package, and I'm gonna pull it around and back to the front. And the back is actually just straight, like the ribbon is just flush against the package. And then I'm going to, holding my left hand, pull this one down and back over, and then pull it all the way down so that it matches. So I'm gonna cut my ribbon right here and loop this at so, and you can see that's the back of my package, and you can go in and adjust it. You see that? You can adjust it, and then double knot it, because this ribbon is so like floosy, it will come undone. So want to double knot it. So now I'm gonna take, of course, the same ribbon, and I'm actually just pulling like a bunch. Oops. So I actually just pulled a bunch of ribbon off my spool, and they must have cut it at a certain point. So I'm just gonna use everything that already came off. I'm gonna move the package over so you can see what my hands are doing. So I like to start with a cut edge. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a cut edge, and have the ribbon in the palm of the hands with the thumb over it. You're gonna pull this one around and match it. Depending on how large you want your bow, we can pull our package back in front of us. You can kind of eyeball it, because you want the bow to be matching the size of the package. So since this is a smaller package, it doesn't have to be a huge bow. So this is just fine. So now I'm gonna wrap it around as many times as it goes. So now it's matched up with the folded side once, and twice. That's gonna be a pretty big bow. 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 times. So now you want to fold it, or not fold it, you want to smash it down so that it looks like this. I'm gonna cut this extra off like so, and you want to make sure that this ribbon, the starting part, is overlapping the ending part, because if they're matching, your bow will come completely undone. So what I like to do, since this is nice thin ribbon, fold it in half so that the bows are, or the loops are matching on either side. And keeping one finger here to make it kind of taut, you want to cut, and then this is why you want to keep your finger there, because it didn't cut this side. Cut it, and only go about 1/3 of the way in. You don't want to go too much further, because you will end up with a bow that's not really a bow. And then we're going to repeat it on the other side, about 1/3 of the way in, and undo your bow. And then we're going to pull our ribbon through the cuts of each side, and we're going to tie our ribbon. Tie it pretty tight. So now these are your tails, and these are going to become your bows. So I like to actually pull one forward and pull one backwards. Pull one forward and pull one back. And you do this until you have no more bows or loops, and then you just repeat it on the same forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards until there's no more loops of ribbon. And see how fluffy that bow is. It's a show-stopping bow. And then we're gonna cut our ribbon into pretty angles. And I like to tuck those in so they're not super noticeable. Some people like their tails to be pretty long. On these kind of bows, I don't like my tails to be long, so I try to cut them a little bit closer on the underneath, because the bow is so pretty. It's doing all the talking. And this is a finished wrapped gift. This is the back of the package. Back, sides, and the front. And now you're ready for Christmas. And it's so nice to get such a pretty wrapped gift. If you like this video, you should give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, click the bell to be notified when I post videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, have a beautiful one.